Wrestling fans, how the fuck you guys doing? Project Pipe Bomb back for another video here with the live WWE Payback 2015 reaction and review just for you guys. Like I promised, I'm even here wearing my Fight Owens Fight t-shirt, here back with the beard, getting, I can't grasp what just happened right now. Like I can't think right now because I just saw the Undertaker come back right now and tombstone Lesnar twice. And if you guys saw my preview video, you guys know I kind of, said that the Undertaker coming back tonight would be because of Lesnar. So there you have it. I was right. Okay. You know what? I'll get to that in the main event slot of the review. So let's just get down to the review. I did not watch the pre-show. No, I did not. Didn't bother. I never bothered to watch pre-show, so I didn't watch it. I am so sorry. I was not prepared. I wrote down the matches on my iPad in order, just to have the exact thing for you guys. So let me just pop that right out real quick. For those of you watching, comment below, like what's your reaction right now, right after the pay-per-view. I don't have any views right now, of course. I just started. But if anybody comes in, I'm gonna need them to put their thoughts in the comment section just to see what they thought of the whole show. So here it is. The first match of the night. Randy Orton, the hometown boy from St. Louis, Missouri, versus the Celtic Warrior, Mr. Money in the Bank himself, Sheamus. I wasn't surprised at how good the match was. It wasn't awesome or anything. It wasn't a match of the night by any means, but it was pretty good. It was a good match. It was a good physical match. Stiff uppercuts, stiff punches, and I love stiff spots. When you hear those uppercuts hit on the guy's chest, it's just awesome. Because they're actually hitting themselves there. So Orton goes over. Like I said, it wasn't a special match or anything. They did pretty good. Whenever these guys were together, they pull off a good match. So like we've seen with many other Money in the Bank holders, they're gonna go downhill until they hit that climax when they cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. So this is what Sheamus is going through right now. In a little bit of a losing streak, which is fine because he's eventually gonna get the title or be in the main event title picture eventually. So it's Sheamus losing. I'm fine with. I'm a fan of Sheamus. I don't like his new look, but it's new. It completely gets him over as a heel. Maybe not over as a heel, as people just keep chanting, "You look stupid" at the guy, but the look fits the character now, so it's good. I wish he was more aggressive, like more of a destructive force like he used to be back in 2012? No, 2012. My bad. 2010. That's when he was the champion, right? Correct. For those of you that know that's not true, correct me in the comment section. I'm only human, so I believe it's in 2010 when he beat Cena at TLC for the title. So I wanted to see him get back to those roots, but what he's been doing right now is completely fine. He's not monstrous by any means necessary, but he's getting it done in the ring, and I'm a fan of Sheamus. Like I said, Orton did a pretty good job in the match, like usual, making everything look easy. He had the nice suplex he always hits in big matches. The scoop slam, I love the way he does the scoop slam. Where he is a fast motion. It was awesome. Orton ended the match with an RKO out of nowhere after Sheamus had the cloverleaf locked in, and they just Orton got to the ropes and they got up, and Orton just kind of pushed his hand away and RKO'd him for the win. So Orton goes over. Like I said, no big deal. I like Orton. I like Sheamus. And this is what Sheamus has to go through to become champion or get in that title match when he cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase. So moving on, we get this little backstage segment with Stephanie McMahon getting interviewed by JoJo, basically saying that she wants the Divas Revolution to start tonight. We're gonna have a triple threat match, which with representative from each of the three Diva teams, which consist of one of them is Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. Favorite team, by the way, because of Becky Lynch. I mean, yeah. Other team, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina. I'm a fan of Sasha Banks, so it's all good. And the Bella team with Nikki and Brie and Alicia Fox. So we're gonna get a triple threat match with one of those, one diva from each of those teams later in the night. So I mean that's cool. I'm excited for that. That's awesome. I want to see the NXT divas get in there and tear it up. So yeah. Next, the New Day comes out. Heel as fuck. They cut a pretty good promo for the New Day. That was a pretty good promo. Just healing it up, loving it. Some people aren't fans of the New Day, but they're doing their thing. They're getting over as heels, which is awesome. They're doing really good work right now. So now we get the New Day versus the Primetime Players for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And like I said, in the preview, if you watch the preview, I said it was going to be a quick match, but it was not a quick match after all. They took their time. They actually gave them time, so that's good. It was a typical tag team match where they isolated Darren Young and beat him down. Quick tags between Kofi and Big E until finally the Titus gets the hot tag and pretty much wrecks shop, beats up everybody. Darren Young hit his, I don't know how to call it, like a fireman into, I don't even know what to call it. A fireman's carry into I don't know, rib breaker or something. I don't know what to call it. If you guys know the name of that move, please comment below and tell me what the name of the move is, because I really don't know. So Darren hit that on Kofi, so Kofi was out. He's dead, so he's out of there. And then Titus came in and hit his sit-out spinebuster on Big E for the win. So my prediction was wrong. New Day did not win. Primetime Players retained the WWE Tag Team titles, and good match. Wasn't the best tag team match I've ever seen in my life, but I was entertained by it. The New Day promo was awesome. It was funny. It gave me a good chuckle. I'll admit. It was pretty good. So the whole segment as a whole, it's all good. Cool for the tag team titles. And the funniest part was Xavier Woods on the side. It's just screaming all these random things while the match goes on, like this one time Titus dropped a leg drop on Big E, and Xavier was like, that's the worst leg drop I've ever seen in my life. That is the worst leg drop ever. And I just started laughing. Xavier is freaking funny, when he's out there ringside. Big E and Kofi did their thing, so did the Primetime Players. It was a decent match. Not gonna, complain about it. It was good. Next, we get, the most anticipated match ever. Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. It started out slow, to say the least. It was pretty slow at the start. A lot of clotheslines from Reigns, a lot of uppercuts. He had a Samoan drop in there, I think it was. Bray pretty much, dominated the match for the most part. Reigns. The story of the match basically was that Bray Wyatt was a step ahead of Reigns. So whatever move Reigns was going to go for, Bray Wyatt thought 2 steps ahead. That's the story of the match that we're going for, which I got, and hopefully you guys did too. Things didn't get good until near the end of the match, where they were going for their finishers and their counters and um, all that good stuff. We didn't get any false finishes or anything like that, so that's good. In the end, though, uh, both Bray and Reigns were outside the ring near the announce table, and some big ass dude in a hoodie came in and super kicked Reigns, sending him back into the ring and having Bray Wyatt hit the Sister Abigail for the win. And it ended up being Luke Harper. A little Bray Wyatt reunion, I guess. We know Eric Rowan's out with an injury, so we weren't going to see him. But we got Luke Harper in there, so a little Wyatt family reunion. I don't know if this feud with Reigns is going to keep go on. I'm pretty sure it will, so we're probably going to see Reigns versus Wyatt again at SummerSlam. So this probably isn't going to be a little feud. So, I mean, I'm all for that. That late SummerSlam poster people were, going crazy over with Lesnar and Reigns. They're like, oh, we're gonna get another Lesnar versus Roman Reigns match, and that's not the case. I'm guessing. If you guys saw the pay-per-view, you probably know that's not gonna happen now. So that's a sigh of relief for me. I didn't want to see that match again. So, like I said, Luke Harper pretty much cost Reigns a match. Bray Wyatt goes over, not clean, but he goes over, so that's good. The crowd is still behind the guy. That's always good to see. When he does his entrance and everybody has their phones out, wasting their battery, which is cool. I wouldn't waste my battery, but I like Bray, so that's cool. It's good to see that people are still behind the dude after this last year he had. So it's good. It was good. The match, started out slow until near the end, where it started hitting some big spots. So it's good. Harper interfering. Wyatt family reunion, probably the best idea for the guys, because whenever they split up, they pretty much didn't go in any meaningful direction other than Luke Harper winning the Intercontinental title, which we'll get to later. The title, we'll get to that later, of course, with Ryback being hurt. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good match. Well, it wasn't a great match. It was an okay match. So I'll leave it at that. Next, we get the Triple Threat Divas match with Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Brie Bella. So I would like to have seen Alicia Fox in there instead of Brie, because Alicia Fox is a better in-ring worker than Brie Bella. But you still get Charlotte and Sasha Banks in there. So basically they surprised the crowd. For those people in the crowd who didn't know who Becky Lynch is. I mean, for those of people who don't watch NXT and don't know who Sasha Banks and Charlotte are, I'm pretty sure they were surprised, because there were some points in the match where Sasha and Charlotte took Brie out, and it was just a one-on-one match between them. And I was like, fuck yeah, because for those of you who watch NXT, you've seen countless matches between the two of them, and they're always, the highest level of matches. So, seeing those two in a pay-per-view was just awesome. It was awesome. Brie Bella had her moves. She got them in. She had this double bulldog going, and she held her own. I wouldn't say she was a highlight of the match or anything, but she did her shtick, so it was good to see. She even had that moment where she had Charlotte and Sasha Banks kneel down facing each other. She did those kicks to both of them like Daniel Bryan used to do. Now it's just like yes, yes, yes the whole time she was kicking them. 'Cause, we all know we missed Daniel Bryan in the ring, so that was a little homage to the Beard himself. So it was cool to see. We had a bunch of dives outside the ring. It was awesome. It was cool to see Sasha and Charlotte in the main roster for sure. It was awesome. And for that one viewer, I see you. Awesome. Thank you. Comment below your thoughts on the pay-per-view, please. If you're liking the video, hit the thumbs up. Just letting you know. Okay. Like I said, it was a good match. wasn't epic. It wasn't an epic NXT Divas match, but I'm sure we're gonna get there at SummerSlam. I don't know where they're going with the three stables, I guess you could call them. I don't know where they're going with it, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on Raw. But as far as this match goes, I liked it. I digged it. Sasha Banks and Charlotte did their shit, and Brie Bella was just lucky to be there, I guess. So Charlotte goes over with the figure eight, because it's double. It's why did she name it figure eight? It was never mind. The point is, it was figure eight. She like bridges while doing the figure four. So I mean, I don't know. I guess it's better. Um, and Brie Bella taps out to the figure eight, and your winner, Charlotte. I was surprised they let an NXT girl win. To be honest with you, but it's cool by me. I love Charlotte. I love Sasha. I love Becky. I would have liked to have seen the triple threat match between the three, but you can't really get exactly what you want most of the time anyway. So cool to see Charlotte get a win on the pay-per-view. Awesome. Sasha didn't come out with her title again, which really pisses me off because that title looks a hell of a lot better than the Divas title. Just saying. But good triple threat match. Awesome to see the two NXT Divas on there kicking ass in the ring. And hopefully we see more between Charlotte and Sasha in the main roster. So moving on. It is really hot in here again. This is bad. I need to get a new room or something. We get Kevin Owens versus John Cena for the United States Championship. Oh man, I don't know if it was better than their last two matches, but it was good. I gotta give Cena his props. He had some pretty good moves in the match. That variation face buster he does when he has him up for like a War Song Slam, and he just like flips him over and like plants him on his face. That was a cool move. He had the electric chair drop move on Owens that transitioned into an STF, which was also cool. He had the sunset flip powerbomb, which he didn't botch this time. It looked pretty damn good, when I say so myself. So there you guys have it. I am not a Cena fan. As you can see, I'm wearing a Kevin Owens t-shirt right now. So there you go. There's for the Cena fans. Good job, Cena. You did good. Now we're going to get to Kevin Owens. Like usual, he tore shit up. He did what he was supposed to do in the match. He made Cena look damn good, like I said before. We had Super Owens going on right now. Cena hit two AAs. He kicked out of both of them. And then he hit an AA from the top rope, and he still kicked out. When he hit that AA from the top rope, I was like, it's done. It's over. Nobody ever kicks out of that AA. And then, lo and behold, Owens kicks out. Surprised as fuck. Like a lot of you probably were. I was like, whoa, fuck. We might just see Kevin Owens beat Cena tonight. But no. Cena just, puts on the STF and makes Owens tap. So now it's, tap Owens tap, I guess, right? It was bad. It was bad. The finish was bad. I would have much rather have seen Owens get pinned by that Super AA than tap out to John Cena. Sure, it showed that Kevin Owens, has a heart. He has the determination to win the match by kicking out of those AAs. But still, we only saw one pop-up powerbomb too, which, again, Cena took like a champ. He kind of rebounded, on the mat. His head rebounded off the mat. It looked pretty nasty. It looked awesome. So, again, there's another move Cena did great. Good job. He took the flat bump. Good for Cena. Did I want to see Cena fucking win the match? I didn't really care because I kind of know where they're kind of going for SummerSlam. But now that Cena just, won by submission, where the fuck does that leave Kevin Owens? Where does Kevin Owens go from here? Is he gonna, get another match at SummerSlam? Hopefully a triple threat with Cesaro in there too. I don't know. Okay. By the looks of it, we might just have Cesaro versus Cena at SummerSlam. Which, I mean, Cesaro getting the title is fine by me. That's all good. But just, disappointing to say the least. Me being a Kevin Owens fan, and me not being a Cena fan, to see Owens just tap out. I would have much rather have seen Cesaro do a run-in and cost Owens a match. That would have set up a triple threat match at SummerSlam. That would have been fine. But now that he just lost like that, what's going to happen? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm going to tune in for Raw for. To see what happens with Kevin Owens. I was, when that happened, I was like, well, we might just get a Lesnar versus Owens match at SummerSlam then. People have been craving for that match. I've been craving for that match myself. But, after what happened in the main event, that's not going to happen. So maybe move him up to the world title picture now that Rollins retained tonight. I don't know. The point is, it's a waste of a talent, to be honest with you, to not, I should probably not say much else because I don't know where they're going to go with Kevin Owens tomorrow. So I'll give my full thoughts on what's going to happen with Kevin Owens tomorrow night after Raw, if I do a live stream right after Raw, which maybe I will, depending on how good the Raw is. Like I said in the preview. But yeah, Cena goes over with the STF. I'm not happy with it. A lot of people aren't happy with it. I went straight to Twitter right after the match ended. A lot of people were pissed off that Kevin Owens tapped out of John Cena, including myself. I'm not, extremely pissed off like some guys are probably ranting about right now. I'm not going to rant over Cena winning because I'm accustomed to seeing that. So I'm not going to rant for you guys if that's what you guys want to see. I am not a big ranter, so you're not going to see a lot of rants from me. So, but there you have it. Cena goes over, still U.S. champion. Probably going to get a U.S. title match tomorrow since he's going to do the Open Challenge again, wasn't likely. Hopefully we get Cesaro back in the title picture. I love Cesaro. He's fucking awesome. So we'll see where they go from here. Next, we get a Miz promo in the ring. Ryback being injured, triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship was canceled, or like the Miz said in the promo, postponed for another time, which will probably end up being if he's back at SummerSlam. I highly doubt it. I don't know the extent of Ryback's injuries, so I'm not gonna sit here and say we're gonna get a triple threat match at SummerSlam because I really don't know. So yeah, Miz just comes out, cut a pretty good promo. It caught me off guard how good it was. He was saying crap about the Big Show and crap about Ryback and how Ryback gets injured all the time and how the Big Show should just retire because he hasn't been relevant since the Attitude Era, which I agree upon, those points. But anyways, the Big Show comes out and, doesn't say anything. He just walks into the ring and just knocks Miz out. So that ended the segment with Miz just laid out, knocked out. So there you go. Quick little segment. Had to do something in there for the title, for the Intercontinental Championship. So there you have it. I don't know what's going to happen right back. I don't know the extent of his injury again, so I'm not going to sit here and say that he'll be back by SummerSlam. So we'll see what happens. So next, the main event. Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This is the match I was looking forward to the most because, this and Owens versus Cena. But after Owens versus Cena, I was like, well, Lesnar versus Rollins better not, let me down. So, The match basically starts with Rollins kind of avoiding getting suplexed by Lesnar. Lesnar had him by the way for the German suplex, and he was just grabbing onto the ropes the whole time, getting out of the ring, running around. He had a few, offensive moves in there, like people usually do against Lesnar, but didn't really do much. Um, he hit like five or six super kicks on the dude, and he still didn't, knock him out. He did, I think, two suicide dives to Lesnar outside the ring. Still didn't knock him out. Uh, After the suicide dives, Lesnar came back in the ring, hit him with the belly-to-belly suplex. I think hit him with a couple more German suplexes. I think they got up to 14. I'm not sure, 14, 13 suplexes in the match. Lesnar hits the F5, goes for the pin. I'm convinced he's going to win the title at this point. But then, lo and behold, we get the gong and the lights go out. My reaction when that happened was just shock. There were rumors that The Undertaker was going to be there. Sometimes these rumors aren't true and sometimes they are, so I didn't really believe them too bad. I said in the preview that I did on Friday that if The Undertaker is going to be at Battleground, it's because of Brock Lesnar. And look what happened. He came back and he fucking destroyed Lesnar. He tombstoned the dude twice. After hitting him with the nuts and then chokeslamming the dude. Hit tombstone twice, costing Lesnar the match. Rollins fucking disappeared. I don't know where the fucker went. The lights went out and came back on and he was gone. So I don't know. He fucking disappeared into air. I don't know what happened. So Rollins retains. Lesnar is not the champion. Undertaker is back and kicked Lesnar's ass. So we're probably going to see a Lesnar versus Undertaker match at SummerSlam, which I'm all for. Taker looks a lot healthier than he did 2 years ago at WrestleMania 30. Hopefully he doesn't get injured again. I wanted to see Lesnar win, but I was fine with Rollins retaining because now we get to see somebody else go up against Rollins, possibly a Kevin Owens. I don't know. That's just me spitballing there. I don't know. But yeah, pretty much setting up a match for SummerSlam. Lesnar should go over at SummerSlam, but we haven't seen Undertaker wrestle in any other pay-per-view since WrestleMania 27, I think he started out, because, after WrestleMania 26, he didn't wrestle, I believe, in any other pay-per-view. After WrestleMania 29, he wrestled on Raw and SmackDown, I think it was, and that's it. We haven't seen Undertaker wrestle in any other matches since, WrestleMania, basically. So it's good to see Undertaker back on SummerSlam. But at the same time, it was kind of a letdown because Lesnar did not win the title. But it's good. It's all good. As far as the entire show as a whole, like I said in the preview, I was pretty set on it was going to be a 3 out of 5 stars pay-per-view. I said a 4 out of 5 is a long shot. So this ended up being a 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 5, sorry. This ended up being a 3 out of 5. It was good. It wasn't awesome. It wasn't great. It was just good. We had good matches in there, like Owen Cena, Orton Sheamus, the Triple Threat Divas match. The tag team match was okay. What else do we have on here? We got the Miz promo, which was good. Bray Wyatt versus Reigns was okay. So judging from the matches that I liked the most, which was just, how many did I say? Charlotte, Brie, and Sasha, Owens versus Cena, and Orton versus Sheamus. 3. So I'll give them a 3 out of 5 since I like 3 of their matches. So, I'm looking forward to Raw tomorrow to see what happens with Owens, with Lesnar and Rollins and um, the Divas. I'm anxious to see what happens. I'm actually excited right now. And excited for SummerSlam because you can already kind of tell what's going to happen, what kind of matches you're going to get at SummerSlam. I already mentioned Lesnar and Taker, probably a triple threat for the United States title. Probably going to get a Divas Championship match at SummerSlam. So there's a lot of stuff you can look forward to at SummerSlam for sure. It all just depends on what happens on Raw tomorrow, how they set things, to go for SummerSlam. Before I start, babbling about random stuff, like I said, 3 out of 5. It was okay. Was this a show I would want to go back and watch all over again? Maybe. Some of the matches for sure. But as a whole, it was okay. So, guys, don't forget to click the like button if you liked it. If you did not like it, fuck you. I don't really care if you didn't like it. If you don't like it, I don't care for you. Okay? But if you did like it, thumbs up, please. I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. For the viewer that I still have, I can see, thank you for sticking along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, comment your thoughts on the video below. Comment your thoughts on the pay-per-view below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. Follow Project Pipe Bomb on Twitter, at Project Pipe Bomb. Follow the founder of Project Pipe Bomb, Paul Jazer, at The Arabian Wolf on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, at Golden Eagle 0462. I hit my 80 follower mark that I set out since the preview, the show that I did. So it's awesome. I think I'm like at 81 right now. So if you guys can follow me on Twitter, that'd be awesome. My goal right now is 100. It's doable, right? It's doable. 100. It's okay. So yeah, do all those things, guys. Look forward to the review for Raw tomorrow. Either tomorrow right after Raw or on Tuesday, depending on how the show goes. I'll more than likely be here after Raw though, because it's a Raw after a pay-per-view. So we're gonna set things for SummerSlam starting tomorrow probably. So look forward to that, and Battleground. Okay. Peace.